Hello, gentlemen. We're going to be looking at Stock Charts 3M and the crawler research today, kind of defining what we're looking for and to see what kind of research we'd like to have done. And we're going to be working with channel analysis today. So, Stock Charts, go to channel analysis, and here we can click on, we can type in any stock symbol, or we can bring up a bunch of lists, um, pre-made lists that are over here. So today we're just going to take a look at AAPL, which is Apple, and I'm going to kind of define this. So this top chart, what we have is the trend analysis, and to define these things, the black and red line is the trend, which measures the price, and then we have these three lines right here, green, blue, and another green, and this is actually the 3M, part of this, so three moving averages. Both this top green line and the bottom green line are based off the blue moving average, which you can see in the middle. So the history of north of the blue was when the trend line turns from red to blue, you enter the stock, thus going north of the blue. So what Dick Brennicke and Ryan Butcher did was we came up with a process of, well, what if we had two other lines here to help measure tops and bottoms of the stock. So as you can see right here, the trend line came down, hit this bottom moving average, and then bounced off, came back up, and actually did this trade, came back up. Took a while to cross the blue moving average, and then you can see it kind of topped off right here at this tall green. And then again, it came down, bounced up off the green, and then fell through the blue moving average. So we're basically just using support, resistance, and then it turned into support, resistance, support, resistance. So that is the top trend line, and then we look down and we go to the middle chart, which is green. You got a blue line here, a black line here, and these are stochastics. So when we theorized, or when we looked over these things, we said, hey man, when these power lines are together, moving up, as you can see as they are way back here in December, so we're going to actually move this back just a little bit. We'll go just hit 2011, and we'll pull this whole chart back. As you can see, here we go. These power lines were strong right here, or stochastics. You'll hear us call these power lines or stochastics, depending on if Dick or I are talking. And you can see this correlate with this chart up here. These power lines came breaking out of this 15 line. We call this 15%, 50, and 85. Came breaking out here, crossed the blue moving average, and even crossed the top moving average and shot all the way up. So this is a great representation of what we would like to see. Power lines are together moving up. And so what we did was we theorized, well, what if we could just find a program that found all of these stocks that had the power lines coming together and moving upwards or downwards if we're going to short a stock for us. So as we can see again, we saw this bounce off this green line here, here, and again here, and then it never really broke out of the blue moving average either. So again, working off support and resistance. So we came up with the idea, and Dick programmed the research crawler for us. And again, we're going to go to stock charts, click on channel analysis, and we have a few more boxes down here. We could just click Apple in here and analyze that, but we want to do something a little more thorough. So we're actually going to have to type in the date running, which is August. Today is the 14th, and it is 2012. And we need all those numbers looking like that. Two numbers for the month, two numbers for the day, and four numbers for the year with the slashes in there. And then the high, and so we're talking about stochastics, so we want to do the high of 100% and the low of 0%. Now we could type in any numbers in there within 0 and 100, so we can look at 40 to 60, 99 to 98, just 50 and 50 or whatnot. But we're just going to look over the whole shebang. So again, we're going to type in today's date, 8/14/2012, and we can really type in, go back from this date. We could type in any date in here, and it should go back and analyze 9 months from that point, which we type in. And we're going to just do a real quick one. We're going to run through the Northwest stocks real quick. And so I should click on this, and it should just go through this list. As you can see, as I pull up that chart, it goes through these. And so it's analyzing, taking all this information, and it's going to take a few seconds. All right, so we've made it to Zion. As you can see, we just ran through AVG to Zion. And so now we can close out of this and move over to, just real quickly, crawl today's errors log. So these are the errors that we had today. Probably didn't find anything for those stocks. And here's the output. It goes into a notepad where this is actually all the hits we had. So we're going to open this up into Excel so we can kind of sort this a little bit better. And so you go to click to data refresh, and we're going to go to crawler output, and that's going to pull up today's stuff, and we're going to sort it. And I got column M here, so we want the dates. We want that on newest to oldest, and column O, which is the percentage, largest to smallest. So we're going to pull up everything today, which it doesn't post today's stuff till about 6 o'clock. We get all our information from Zacks. So apparently it does the closing and things for Zacks at about 6 o'clock p.m. West Coast time. So that is something to remember when we're running this for today. So as we can see, though, we have 9 hits for the 13th, which was yesterday. This one is 6 cents, so that doesn't really matter. So we're going to open up stock charts 3M and take a look at this. Go to channel analysis, and we're just going to look at this first one, DMRC, and take a look at it real quick. Now, what Dick and I have both agreed on is what we're looking for is, first of all, we already found the ones with the power lines together, which is right here. We have the power lines together. There are below this lower 3MA, so obviously that's working as resistance. I mean, we can even click on the bars down here and tell that it's not broken out. It's really down here in this low percentage. But what Dick and I both agreed on is that the blue moving average needs to be going up to enter a stock. If the blue moving average is not going up, and if it's going down, like so, then we can tell that this whole stock is in a downtrend and should not be added to one's portfolio. So that's at 16%, and then the next one is at 22, which is SFG. So we're going to go in here quickly look at SFG. A little bit better, but again, blue moving average, we had a nice run up, and then look, it's just going right down below the trend. Earnings must have come out right there, and as you can see, that is just failing. So next one is going to be at 44%, and we're looking at ESIO. And so here's the first one that you can really take a look at and say, would one consider about adding this to a person's portfolio? So we have the power line shoot up. Obviously, this looks like earnings again. As you can see, we can click on bars. You can click off trend. Trend, is this thick black line. Bars they're not candlesticks, but this is the high of the day. This is the low of the day, and that slash is where it closed. And then support is other support. So clicking on this, we see that there's a lot of resistance now at about 12, wherever this is, $12 basically. We're at the blue moving average. Blue moving average is going up. Power lines are going down a little bit. We just have a lot of red in here. So this one, I would say, no, that wouldn't be a great one. But what we are looking for, though, is a possible way to market these two tools together, and would people have an interest in this, or fund managers? So that is what we're looking for. We're coming up with rules here. Um, Other ideas I've had, as we're going to keep going through some of these, K-Tech, are would you be able to use this to purchase options, such as this one for Key Technology? Well, if there is enough volume in here, which it doesn't look like, but let's just say there was, can we sell puts down here near this lower moving average? So we're selling puts and getting a premium, and or calling or selling calls up here and getting the premium. Uh, is that a liable strategy for this? So we're just looking for strategies such as that. And here's an interesting one. So as we can see, DHR, it just closed finally above that top moving average right there. And as we can see back here in January, when it closed above that top moving average, it went up quite a bit. So let's just looking at the close, 50.21 till went down 54.56. So you got a $3.50 gain over, let's just call it 4 months. So that's how that would work. Looking for, you're always looking for what the common thing that has happened in the past with that stock. So could that be it right there? Breaking this upper moving average, maybe that's a possible entry point for this stock. So again, that's what we're looking for. Can you see correlations between what these percentages are doing and what the stock's doing? Also, let us know. I'll send you the programs within this. If you have any questions, give me a call, 971-338-8222, which will also be in the email. But yes, we'd like your feedback, comments, and any lightning thunderstorms that happen in your head. That'd be great. Can't wait to hear from you guys. All right, see you later.